Hello, this is Leslie from Lone Fox Fixin' Art, and I guess I'm wanting to show you a process video. And I'm starting out with burnt umber straight from the tube, and making a circle. Eventually this will turn into an acorn. And the reason I'm making a circle with the paint is to contain the water in that space. Doesn't have to be perfect. So now we're going to add water in the middle. So I didn't know if anybody would be interested in watching how something is created. I've never done an acorn before. Here I'm adding in yellow ochre. And I'm going to add in a little bit of burnt umber. And I'm basically mixing the paints on the paper with the water. I just wanted to make something quick and easy and try to process kind of a bad day yesterday. I had a friend of mine die on September 8th, and we had her, it wasn't a funeral, it was a service yesterday, and it's just tough to see how it affects everybody. With her being gone, she was a special person. So you can see there that I put the cap on the acorn. It's kind of wonky, but it's okay. I got my case out where I have all kinds of different implements to use to make marks, and you can't really see, but it's a butter knife, actually. It's got a very sharp point on it, and I'm making grooves that you can see up close. Little squiggle lines for along the edge of the cap of the acorn. More texture, more lines in different directions.
There's so much scenery that you know the driving that body that way.
But you can see where you're going from miles.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Get your gas ahead of time.
Yeah. We gotta know you can't wait a minute.
More burnt umber, so that I can use it to make the stem. You're going to see here that I really only use two colors, the burnt umber and the yellow ochre.
So we got a total of 3 bags.
I do use a little bit of leftover paint from my palette. I think it was mostly greens that was dried up. And so a lot of this is still, the paint is still wet. And I'm adding a little bit more brown to the left-hand side to give it a kind of shadowed look. The brown would be the burnt umber. That's a little bit of green from my palette. I'm just dragging it across. I'm using a paper towel to lift off and give some texture. Sometimes it seems a little too dark, but the thing that I always forget about is that paint usually does dry a little bit lighter in shade. Anyway, painting is my go-to coping skill, and it helps me to just sit and be silent with my thoughts and my feelings and just kind of get things sorted out inside. I don't know if anybody else that might be watching does that as well. I'd love to hear how you use creativity to cope. And so here I'm actually lifting some of the color off of the page. And adding color in other places. You basically just wet the paint, let it sit for a second, and then use a dry brush and lift it off. Here I'm adding the oak leaf, pretty basic shape. It's going to be mostly yellow ochre. There's the vein. I'm just dragging it up and down over the paper with a little bit of water. And I'll be going to use some burnt umber. More veins. You can kind of see it coming together. If you have any comments, I would love to hear any feedback, any questions. Please leave a comment below. If you're not subscribed yet, that would be awesome if you could subscribe. I am an artist. I love nature. I'm not wanting to really teach people how to paint, but I want to involve people and connect with people. And one of the things that I do is my art. I love nature. You might see nature on my channel. I'd love to connect with people, so if you could like, comment, subscribe, share, all of those things would be very helpful to me. And I appreciate you for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.